Good evening and welcome to ATV. I'm Suad Asfour from San Jose with the Arab American Variety Talk Show with special guest to continue from part 1 last week. This is part 2 with Andalee and Mike. Andalee and Mike conceived of the idea for Hot Ruckus in 2016 when they felt compelled to use their talent as a foundation for an event that celebrated the community and offer a supportive and active learning environment for artists and students pursuing music and dance and culture education. They incorporated fundraising for artists of color and other marginalized community. This is amazing for the both of you. You guys incorporated fundraising for artists color. Can you tell me more about that, Andalee?
Well, we always, for the last few years now, we like to sponsor a student to come to our event that is of the culture. First and foremost, we want to make sure, obviously, since I am not of Middle Eastern descent, I'm not Arab, and it is important for me as a ambassador between the East and West to make sure the community is not just included, but brought in.
Wow.
Right, and embraced. So we want to make sure that there are people who maybe couldn't afford to come.
Yes.
That each year we give somebody an opportunity to come and they have the whole package for the festival. And then we also incorporate fundraising by selling raffle tickets to benefit a cause. For example, the Middle Eastern Children's Alliance Fund, the IRC, or International Relief Committee, right? And so helping refugees, helping communities from and around the Middle East and North Africa is important to us as well.
Wow. You're not only beautiful, you have a big heart. I mean, not too many people can do this stuff.
No,
I'm very
thank you.
proud of you.
It's important, otherwise I wouldn't spend so much time and effort and energy in this project of the festival if it didn't bring something, give something back.
Yeah, it benefits other people.
Yeah.
And that's part of the success too. The more you give, the more you get.
Exactly.
Naturally, and the better you feel.
Yes.
Okay.
And women are important to celebrate. It's important to uplift them. And we absolutely have men as well. And there are many amazing and wonderful men dancers and teachers.
I'm sure.
And we incorporate all of those communities. And you were talking about marginalized as well from the LGBTQ community. And anybody who loves this art form as much as we do, they're welcome.
That's good. That's really, really big.
Yeah.
We're very proud of you. We need more women like that.
Thank you.
So I also saw you online. You were dancing and he was playing the drum.
Yes.
Can we see part of that?
Absolutely.
Yes, I think so. That's one of our favorite things.
That's one of our
Without
things.
using any music, just his drums. So if we can do that before we play our first song for the show.
Absolutely.
And that's really, really unique.
Yes.
All right, Mike. Hit it, Mike.
All right, here we go.
can I ask you to stay in the middle for our first song of the show, for Gana Al Hawa song?
Yes.
So we're ready for the first song. But first I want to, okay, good, beautiful.
شبكنا يخلصنا ده حبيبي شغال بالي يابا يابا شغال بالي ده حبيبي يابا 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 شغال بالي أمر أمان الهوى ونعسنا واللي شبكنا يخلصنا أمر أمان الهوى ونعسنا واللي شبكنا يخلصنا اللي شبكنا يخلصنا اللي شبكنا يخلصنا يا رميلي سحر عينك الاتنين ما تقولي واخدني ورايح فين يا رميلي سحر عينك الاتنين ما تقولي واخدني ورايح فين على جرح جديد ولا التنهيد ولا على الفرح نوديني انا بسأل ليه واحتار كده ليه بكرة الايام هتوريني خلينا كده على طول ماشيين امر امان الهوى ونعسنا واللي شبكنا يخلصنا واللي شبكنا يخلصنا اللي شبكنا يخلصنا ده حبيبي شغال بالي يابا يابا شغال بالي ده حبيبي شغال بالي يابا يابا شغال بالي يابا يابا شغال بالي أمر أمان الهوى ونعسنا واللي شبكنا يخلصنا اللي شبكنا يخلصنا اللي شبكنا يخلصنا
Beautiful. By the way, this is one of my favorite songs for
Yeah.
Abdul Halim Hafiz, Gana Al Hawa. I have a question for you, Mike.
Sure.
We already asked her what does it take to become a good belly dancer. I want to ask you, what characteristic should anyone have before they become a drummer?
Well,
they have to have?
that's kind of interesting. You have to have a passion for it.
The passion. Just like
Well, yeah, you have to have a passion, and you have to have, you have to understand that it's a long process, and that you have to work at it. It did not come easy for me, music in general didn't come easy for me. I had an accident an injury where I couldn't play music for a while, and then it started clicking again, and actually, Andalee is, I believe, the reason that I can play music today. She was able to bring it back out in me.
What a good spirit she is. That's good.
You definitely have to have the desire.
The desire, the passion,
and the
wife.
dedication. And the wife. Yes. That's the key. I think it goes the wife, the dedication, and desire.
So basically learning, it's Arabic music,
Yes.
And this drum is Middle Eastern drum. It's not American drum.
Yeah.
This is like learning a new language.
Absolutely, 100%.
So how were you able to not give up?
Yeah, but that was very difficult to transition.
Yeah.
Because American music is basically, it's a lot simpler.
Definitely.
It's a lot simple. It's simpler. It's straight ahead, and it's very predictable compared to Eastern music.
Definitely.
And there's more notes in Eastern music, so you have to train your ear to be able to hear that.
Oh yeah.
But
we have the quarter notes. They don't have it in the American. Yes.
And she had a passion for the music.
Right.
And she instilled that in me. And when I started listening to it, it's like, how can you not love that music?
It is so cute. Once he started learning, this man walking around the house humming Zaina, Alf Leila wa Leila.
Alf Leila wa Leila.
And it was so beautiful to me because I knew that once he started really listening and playing, I knew it would get into him.
It'll kick in.
Yeah.
I knew
but
it.
You have to have that want to do that, because it was difficult doing that transition.
Well, with a beautiful wife like this, you should not have any problem.
Well, yeah, she definitely helped.
One more question for you. Now, playing the drum and playing it constantly, and maybe once a week or twice a week, does it hurt your hearing? Because it's the loudest instrument that I believe it's the loudest.
The mizmar.
Mizmar is louder?
Oh, yes, much louder.
Okay.
But no, actually, it can hurt your ears. I think when you're playing the drum, you're sitting behind it, so the sound's going forward, so it's not as bad. But if I play it for hours and hours, my ears will ring a little bit. But
he wears ear protection.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Hearing protection.
Good. You don't want to end up, losing your hearing because of that.
We were there from the drum set. He developed tinnitus.
Right.
Yeah.
Ringing in the ears.
My ears ring because of the drum set. And so I'm very cautious of it.
That's good.
And,
so you know what to do.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. So we're ready for the next song.
Wonderful.
The next dance.
Yes.
It's called Prince of Cairo?
Princess of Cairo. It was written for Najwa Fuad.
Najwa Fuad. Okay, so this dance was for Najwa Fuad originally?
Yes.
Oh, great. And how did you get a copy of it? How did you manage?
The music has been, because it was so popular and she popularized it, there are a lot of different recordings of it that were done.
Yeah, Najwa Fuad was one of the most famous in the history of belly dancing. Okay, so we are ready. And it's really, this show is very entertaining for me, and I'm enjoying both of you guys. very, very beautiful. So, Andalee, you dance and you perform in many different stages all around. And so can you tell us what's your favorite one and what's your least favorite and why? I mean, based on your experience and what you go through. I'm very sure you guys are enjoying most of your shows,
Absolutely.
especially when you travel.
I enjoy every single time I get to perform. Let me fix this. My favorite is when I get to perform to live music.
Yes.
Live music, when there's real band.
When there is a real
Okay.
band playing live music. One of my favorites is the
Yes.
George Lamam Ensemble.
Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
Oh, yeah.
And when Elias Lamam was alive, he was, accordion is my favorite instrument. And so Elias was, definitely one of my favorite musicians ever. And it was a really deep loss when he passed away. He only got to play at our festival once.
Oh, really?
But George is also a really good friend of ours and second to none. He's not second player at all.
Okay.
And he has started playing for our festival now, and I've known
That's
those
good.
guys
Yeah.
since I was 19 years old.
Yeah, I know. Everybody loved them.
Yes.
George is
Yeah,
amazing.
it's
Yeah.
just, there's some stuff, some people, they just leave a mark on your life, just like Ilyas.
Yes,
and,
that
yeah.
music is...
A lot of people said the same thing almost.
Yes, absolutely.
And I'm sure you go through anxiety sometimes, from stage anxiety or performance. Do you go through that just like any other job in the world or any other activity?
I've trained myself and my students to think of that anxiety as excitement.
Okay.
So I try to reframe it from being nervous
Yeah.
to being excited and just ready to go. It's my body's way of saying, let's do this,
See,
right?
that's how women are.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So
That
it-
show you how strong we are.
Yeah. Because I get nervous.
Yeah, I want to ask you the same question. I want to see
Yeah.
how's your anxiety when you perform? Do you go through that?
Oh, yes, because my biggest fear is falling apart on stage while performing for her. I mean, because I do not want to make the dancer, look bad, because
Yeah.
it's a relationship between the dancer and the drummer. and
Definitely.
communication.
Of course.
And it can be if the drummer is not keeping up his part of it, it can be a difficult time for the dancer.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's
so
true.
for me, I do get very anxious, but I just
And
plow
he's
through.
good.
Let's be honest today.
Yeah.
Do you get jealous?
No,
No.
not at all.
Good,
No.
good. So that's
this
really
is not about that.
Yeah.
From day one, he knew exactly. In fact, I had graduated from college, and when I met him, I was interviewing for jobs to do like biological sciences.
Yes.
And we were dating, and I was going and interviewing, and I had this epiphany, and I was like, I don't even think I want to work. I kind of just want to dance, and I just want to be a mom and have a family. And he said, okay,
Wow.
let's do that.
So you were lucky to find a man like that, like
Yeah.
Mike.
Absolutely. He has been 100% supportive of my life, my passion, my dreams,
Yeah.
always carries my stuff, does my music, always there.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
but it's
Mike seemed to
something
be a
that we
good
share
guy.
together, and I enjoy it just as much as she does. And I know what it's like, from being a drummer and an artist. I understand, what she was doing,
Yeah.
and I supported it from day one.
Beautiful.
And that's kind of how Hot Rock's one of the things that it was something that we can do together
Well, that's why you became successful.
and share with
think so.
everybody, you
Yeah.
know. And it's important, like for me, when people come, that when they leave, they feel special
Exactly.
and supported.
And because the way you are together, they're going to feel special. That's great. That's excellent. So I guess, Mike, who's your favorite drummer?
This drummer, I have a multiple. I love Faisal Sadan and Susu Pampana.
In San
They-
Francisco?
Yeah, they're just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, they just, and Retta Darwish, all of them, they're just, it's unbelievable. And getting to meet these people and learn from them, it's unbelievable.
So what is the most common challenge that a new student faces?
I think because the movement vocabulary is so different from Western dance,
Yes.
and well, the music is definitely a challenge, but getting women to let go of their insecurities.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite part, is watching a woman after a few weeks, maybe a few months,
How she's changing.
how she stands up taller, she holds her body out, doesn't
She's
make
not
herself
closed anymore into
smaller,
herself.
she's not closed in.
Oh wow,
Yes.
that's good to know.
That's my
Good
favorite.
to know. So advice, with 1 minute left, advice for all the people who want to start.
Start.
It's just start
It
anywhere.
really is that first journey. I think looking up a local teacher, and then hopefully if you find the right person, they'll help steer you.
Great. We have a great teacher right here for all of you who would like to contact her. Information on the screen. And I'd like to thank you for coming.
Thank
It
you.
was my pleasure to have you here today. I enjoyed it so much. Thank you. Happy International Women Month.
Same to you.
Thank you for joining us and make our celebration worth it. Mike, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You are an amazing husband and a drummer and a
Appreciate it.
musician. Thanks for coming all the way to see us in San Jose. Thank you for watching us. Good night.